and welcome back to our channel. Today we are doing some Christmas baking. Here is just an overview of all of the ingredients we used. We will have the recipes linked in the description box below, so let's just get right into it. All of these recipes we used with coconut flour instead of regular or gluten-free flour. Just wanted to try something different, make it a little healthier. So I am just starting out with a 1/3 cup plus a tablespoon of coconut flour. Next up is butter. The recipe that we use specifically calls for coconut oil. It calls for a 1/4 cup of coconut oil. When I bake with coconut flour, I prefer to use butter because it gives it more of a traditional cookie taste. So we are using the brand Melt. It is a dairy-free butter because we are all dairy-free. This is the brand that we prefer. My entire family loves it, and this is the substitute we use for butter. So instead of coconut oil, we are just using butter. Next up is also a 1/4 cup of maple syrup. So we are using pure organic maple syrup. Now Amore is going to be adding a 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda, a little dash of salt, and then 2 eggs. Once we mixed all of the ingredients together, we realized that we wanted to double the recipe to make more cookies. So we are just doubling the recipe real quick, and then we will start to add in all of the goodies. First, we are adding in some white chocolate chips, and we are using the Walmart brand allergy-free white chocolate chips. If you haven't tried them yet, they're amazing. They are dairy-free, gluten-free, soy-free. I'm pretty sure they're free of the top 8 allergens. And when it comes to this part, we're not measuring. We just kind of eyeball it and pour in some chocolate chips and some craisins, and then fold it all into the batter. Next up is white chocolate peppermint cookies. So this uses the exact same batter that we just used, and then we are going to add in more white chocolate chips, some organic crushed up candy cane, and a little splash of peppermint extract.
It's a closed box. Or one of those boxes that you got at Walmart. Or you guys just tricked me. And there's not actually craisins here. Oh, there's tape on the side.
I just don't want you to open any of your big ones. This might be the big one, huh? I think you're only a little bit obsessed with Harry Potter.
Hey. 9 3/4. Okay. Unfold it all the way.
I don't know. I don't think it's huge. That's all I know. Do you feel it?
Oh, I remember.
Watch.
I remember from my
Look at it. It's got the leather Gryffindor.
Oh, I
seal.
didn't even notice that it had Gryffindor on it.
So then you put it.
Looks good on you, honestly.
And you can wrap it again and make it shorter.
Yeah, you can wrap it again. It's really how you want it, is like that.
I'm in Hufflepuff, but I'm in Gryffindor at the same time. It's a thing inside of a thing.
Do you know?
What is that?
Ooh, I'm using this tonight.
What the heck is that? I'm gonna smell it. Let me smell
Earth Harbor Glow Juice Refining Enzyme Mask.
You see?
The good way to describe it
it.
is like the Pac-Man. You know how Pac-Man eat the little things? Enzymes are like Pac-Man eating the dead skin cells and stuff.
Ooh.
I was going to just wrap it in that, but I wanted
Look.
to make it bigger. Mm-hmm. I think it's for the camera, right?
Mm-hmm.
We decided to take a quick baking break and open one present each, and now we are back at it and we're making 2 different barks. The first bark we're making is a peppermint bark, which all you need are 2 bags of chocolate chips, which we then melted in the microwave at 15-second intervals, and then we poured that into a lined baking dish and let that cool. We actually decided to switch up the recipe a little bit and put some crushed candy cane over the melted chocolate, and then we ended up melting the white chocolate chips with peppermint extract and coconut oil in the microwave, again 15-second intervals, and then we poured the white chocolate layer over the chocolate layer and then added more crushed candy cane on top, put it in the refrigerator to let harden, and then we ended up cracking it. This one is a little bit thicker than a traditional bark, but it is so good, and it kind of reminds me of fudge. It is so good. Last up is the pistachio bark, and this one is much thinner like a traditional bark. All you need for this is 1.5 bags of white chocolate chips, which we use the same Walmart brand, again melting at 15-second intervals in the microwave, and then you add to the mixture crushed up shelled pistachios. The recipe also says to add craisins in the mixture. We didn't want craisins on the entire thing, so we basically just sprinkled some craisins on part of the mixture once we got it onto the lined baking sheet. All of these recipes turned out so good, and they're pretty much guilt-free because they're made with coconut flour instead of regular flour and uses maple syrup instead of regular white sugar, so they are pretty much guilt-free. So they are incredible, and you can still indulge around the holidays without feeling like total crap and feeling bad about it. So I definitely recommend giving these recipes a try, and again, like I said earlier, I do recommend subbing butter instead of coconut oil because it gives it more of a traditional cookie type taste. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we wish you a very Merry Christmas.